Okay, hopefully QuickTime Player is working properly, and yeah, hopefully this is actually getting recorded. But I'm gonna start presenting, or we're gonna start presenting.
Yeah.
Okay, so hi everybody, thank you for coming. If you guys don't have a laptop with you, you can go grab one in the back. If you want to follow along with what we're gonna be doing today, or if you have your own personal one, you can whip that out as well. Just a thing to note: Xcode only runs on Macs, so if you have a PC with you right now, you're not gonna be able to use that. But yeah, go ahead and do that. I really hope my screen's recording.
Is it?
I really hope so, because you can't really tell.
Yeah.
Okay.
So today we're going to talk a little bit about user interface design, which means
Yep.
we're going to make like a really basic app just to
Yeah.
show you guys like that you can do it.
And you're gonna see in the next slide. Okay. Are you guys all set? All right.
Oh wait.
I'll just give you guys a few moments.
Wait, Zavi.
Is it
Is it
downloaded
down
on your
here or
guys'
not?
computers?
No. Nope.
Okay.
Oh
There's
my
no
god.
Xcode?
Wait, they should be.
Dude, is this the normal computer card?
Wait,
there's maybe.
Wait, is this McLean's computer card?
Oh.
Oh, wait, you can go talk to him right now.
I think I brought it off.
Wait, but they don't.
Mine doesn't.
No,
Unlucky.
always hapless.
Really? They don't?
They don't.
No.
Okay, well, that's a little bit disappointing, but we'll just go on without that for the meeting. If my screen is properly recording, this video will be posted online on my YouTube channel, so you guys can check it out there. But hopefully you guys can pick up something out of this. All right, so what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be making a coin flipping app. So if I'm gonna get my phone. Oh, where's my phone?
Do you
Wait,
need
I
a
think
coin flipping app?
Oh, it's right there. Yeah, or so a while ago when I was like first learning, I made an app where you could flip a coin. And if you guys can see it here, there's like a button right here, there's like a image, and there's some text there, and you can flip it, and then or you can press the button and it'll like come up with heads or tails as an outcome. And there's an image here, there's some a label here, and there's the button itself. And so that's basically it, yeah. So we're going to be doing something just like this over maybe the next couple of meetings, depending on how long this ends up taking.
Yeah.
And so you got to work with things called, buttons obviously, things called IB outlets, IB actions, constraints, that's something with the like interface design, and colors, just changing colors, that's easy though. Okay, so quick question: how many of you guys have programming experience? Like just a show of your hands. Like don't be shy. All right, so seems like most of you. Okay, so I think from if you so do you guys know about like variables and like set? Okay, okay. I'm gonna assume you guys haven't. Most of you have enough to follow along.
Yeah, it's just a basic like understanding.
Yeah,
of what's
like
going on.
you just need to know variables like types of whatever. So let's get started. Yay! All right. So unfortunately, I'm aware you guys don't have Xcode on your computers. So think the thing you're first gonna do is create a new Xcode project. If you guys can, it's gonna be a single view application. Product name we'll just call it Coin Flipper. Coin. Oh my God, Flipper. And all of that is okay. Yeah, I'll keep it on my desktop. Just delete it later. Okay, great. So here we oh, could you pull up the doc,
Oh, yeah.
the planning doc for this meeting? So here you can see the storyboard for the app, and so if I'm to give a basic rundown of what everything is. This is the storyboard. This is what actually represents the screen of your app. So if I run this, for example, it's all white, right? If I run it, Oh, it's running on a 6S. This is like a 6S simulator. You just get a white screen, as is shown on here. And then if I go here, this is the view controller. So this code, this is basically what controls
like what's being displayed.
yeah, what's being displayed here. So like you can still drag certain elements onto here, but this is really this is the code. Like in this class, this is what controls how things are changed and how things interact and stuff.
Yeah, so don't worry about this code over here. It's just like the default for whenever you set up a class.
Yeah. So okay. So first we're gonna work on I'm gonna clear this up a little bit. No. There. So what we're first gonna do is so there are 3 elements on this coin flipping app, as you can see. There is the button, which actually causes it to flip. There's the image, which displays the coin, and there is the label, which like shows whether or not it's heads or tails. It's tails or heads. So what we're gonna do is we're going to drag these elements onto this screen. So I'm gonna look up button. This is gonna be the button that actually allows you to have the coin flip. And I'm also going to get an image. Okay, an image view. That's basically where you can put the image.
Right, so how Zavi got these two, like
Yeah.
the button and the image, is you go to the 3rd tab over here, and then you type in whatever you want. So if you wanted a button, then you could click this and then drag it over into your storyboard.
Yeah, these are basically user interface elements, right? And okay, and then you're also gonna put the label on as well, which shows whether or not. And I mean, you can. I'm not gonna worry too much about the position of everything for now. I'm just gonna keep it like this, but because even if I center it, due to something called constraints, it's not all gonna be centered on the actual screen, depending on your iPhone size. So, anyways, so that's that. Now, we're gonna be using. We're just gonna get the images for that represent the coin. So basically, this thing here, the image here will change, and we're gonna program it so that it changes when you press the button here. So we need 3 different images that we have to import into our project. So unfortunately, I understand you guys don't have Xcode, so I'm trying to make it really easy for you guys to. So I made like some tiny URLs where you can actually just go and see the image. Like CoinTails is the tails image. Yeah, so you want to like drag that to your desktop. And then there's also tinyurl.com/coinheads. And so you guys can do this on your own time as well. You can see my video on YouTube. And tinyurl.com/coin ? Yeah. Okay, that's not super, uh-oh. I'm just going to screenshot it. Yay. Alright, great. So we have all those things, and we're just going to put them into our images. So there's a folder here on the side, which is where you can put all your images. And so I'm going to put... Ooh, the names are a little bit off. Oh, whatever, it's fine. So this one's called Washington Quarter. You guys should have the same names if you type in the same tiny URLs and get the same images. Okay, that's kind of a long name as well. And I should have screenshot, whatever. Yeah, great. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna create outlets and or the outlets basically. So you may be wondering, like, how is this gonna actually correspond to this in any way, right? Like, I'm just telling you that, and there's, I don't know, it's like there are these 2 default functions and there's not much going on. So what you want to do essentially is you want to make variables that represent each of these things, that represent the label, that represent the image, that represent the button, so that they can change in some way, or you can code it so that they can change in some way. So you're modifying these variables. And so the way you do that is you make something called, or stuff called IV outlets. And I'm just gonna make some space. So if I control drag over here, I have the option to make an outlet. And you can name it as you want. It's a variable. So wait, this was the button, right? So I'm gonna call this button. Or, sure, whatever. That's kind of a bad name, but
Yeah, so
oh
don't
wait,
get
wait,
confused.
was that the label? No, that was the label. Oh shoot.
No, it's okay, it's
Uh,
okay. Yeah, so don't get
yeah.
confused by the name outlet. Like, outlet just means like a variable that's connected to something in this storyboard kind
Wait,
of
I'm
thing.
gonna redo that just
Oh,
because
yeah.
I want my label being called button. Okay. So
So control
yeah,
drag.
control drag, and then button. There. So now button is a variable that I can modify. I can change its text if I do like. Well, I'm not gonna do it now, but like I could do something like button dot text equals blah blah blah. Oh, actually, I could totally do this right now. And then if you, and this is in the view did load. So basically anything in, oh yeah, this is getting maybe a little bit more complicated, but anything in here is stuff that automatically executes when you run the app. And so it says label here, but when I run the,
Uh-oh.
oh shoot, oh
Yeah,
yeah,
they can't really see.
yeah, wait, sorry.
Didn't you like link the label to the button, the main button again?
Oh yeah, I did. No, wait,
No,
that
no,
was for
you-
button, right?
Oh,
Oh yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I did. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh well.
Just change. Oh.
Sure, I'll change. Yeah. So now you can see it says blah 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 instead of saying label as it's supposed to say here. And so I can also make this a little bit bigger so that you can actually see the whole thing. Yeah. Let me make the code bigger. Sorry about that, guys. Like hopefully that wasn't too much of an impediment. Presentation. There you go. Now you guys can hopefully clearly see the code. And wow, it's like really squished now. Unfortunately. I think I'm going. So yeah, I'm also gonna make the device a little smaller. Try this. Okay, great. And yeah, you can't see the code now, unfortunately. But
Yeah, so to
Yeah.
get this like two screen kind of view, you click
yeah.
this button right
There-
like up here.
it's called the assistant editor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry if I
So-
kind of just.
Yeah, so that's how you
glazed
link
over that.
like the buttons and whatever
That's
to
right.
your code.
That's how you can get both screens pop up. That's basically it. And so I hope. So yeah. Unfortunately, I also made the bad variable name as well. So I'm just gonna fix that really quick. Okay. Oops. Let me delete this first. Okay. Label. There. Okay. Now that's. But now I have to change this. To be okay. Well, we'll take that out later. And then you want to do the same. So now, as you guys can see, we have this represented as a variable in our code, and we can change it as we want. So we can change the text as we want. There are a lot of other attributes we can do as well, but I'm not going to go into it right now. Additionally, we want to make an outlet for the actual image that we're going to have. So I'm going to control drag again, and I'm going to name it image. And image. Okay. And now we can change that up if we want to in our code. And I'm also going to link button to it as well. And connect. So now we have we have each of these things in our code, and we can now modify them as we please. Okay. So load. All right. So just a few things to match up with the app. I'm just going to change this to. Oh, actually, I'm just going to make this blank so that it's always blank when the app opens. Yeah. Okay. So now we're going to actually, so now I'm going to create, so basically the whole point of the app, right, is to have the different coin heads show up for the image, right, and have the label, or the text of the label change to heads or tails when you flip the coin, right? So, and this all starts by pressing the button, right? So now what we're going to do is we're going to create something called an IB action. And so this is a function, basically. And so it works with oops, wrong, yeah. And so I'm going to control drag to here, and I'm going to create an action. And so basically, stuff like buttons or stuff that you can interact with or press, it will you can create an IB action, and IB actions are like a new function that where basically something will happen after you press that or press that button or do whatever and interact with it in some way.
Yeah, so you can't really see it here, but you changed it from outlet to action over there.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, sorry if you can't see. So there's outlet here, action here. And so I'm going to call it flip coin because this is what's going to change everything. And yeah, question?
You could do a control scroll for them to zoom in on that box when they're changing something.
Control scroll.
Control scroll. Wait.
It's something you set in accessibility. You hold control and you use 2 fingers to swipe up and down to zoom in on your mouse.
I don't think it works.
It's not working. Well, okay. I think
it works
wait.
on-
I think it's on when you have like a pop up. I think it doesn't work, but arguments. Okay, actually, arguments. Okay, arguments doesn't really matter. We're not going to touch that. Touch up inside. Oh, so this is the event right here is what shows, or it's basically the type of interaction with the button that you want, so that that method that you're making or the flip coin method that I'm about to make will execute. So I want the button to be touched up inside in order to start the method. So I'm gonna do that here. So okay, is this what you're talking about, Matthew? Like no, okay, it's not working. Never mind.
Yeah, I'll show you that.
Okay, just show me after. So here's a method that you have now, which when this button is pressed, will execute. So that's basically the point. And so I guess we're gonna go through the code kind of quick. Yeah, so this is more back-end stuff. This is what's gonna actually change change the stuff here, or you know what's gonna happen when the button is pressed. So we're gonna start off with actually, you know what? I think we'll save this for next meeting because we're running out on time. So for next meeting, we'll start doing the more back-end stuff, and we're actually gonna show you how we're gonna show you how these elements will be changed when you press the button. But we basically went over how to make your elements here, or the elements on your interface, be able to be accessed as code, and how you can start some sort of action by pressing a button, or when you press a button, by creating this IB action. So I think that's it for this meeting, but thanks for showing up, and we hope you learned something. If you have any questions, like, please don't hesitate to ask, because I mean, we hope we're explaining this properly.
Yeah.
And that you guys are getting something out of it. So like, feel free to ask questions. But thanks so much for
All right.
coming.
Thanks, you guys.
Let's have a look at settings.
Okay. System preference.
Oh, do you want to send out a poll on
Accessibility.
Sure. Okay. But I think we should stick with this for next meeting. Right? It'd be cool to have everybody have like a tangible thing. But then again, there's lots of content.
Alright,
So
so now
oh wait, let me.
you can
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's nice.
Wait, how'd you do that? So control.
control and scroll upwards.
Oh, nice. That's good. Dude, that's hard.
So then try doing the same box thing again and see if it makes it easier to see when it's on the.
Oops.
Oh yeah, guys. Sorry for not having the Xcode installed. We're gonna work.
Yeah, well, sorry for
Yeah.
I wanted to
Just
see
had
how
it
well it looked up there.
Yeah, I had it
Just-
before.
I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it works a lot better.
I'm curious because
Yeah.
Oh, it works. Wow.
yeah,
Did you just change the settings?
Yeah. Literally.
Wait.
Okay, I'm gonna
Sorry, Meg. Do you have
please work.
a cube?
Sorry, one sec.